Are you ready to quit? I'm quitting PalFish. I decided to quit a year ago. So I wanted to come on and tell you about it. I decided to quit PalFish. I thought that it wasn't going to work for me. So I've decided to put all my fears aside today with having to be perfect and professional, and I just want to tell you about it. So we're chatting live here on YouTube and here on Instagram. Hi everybody. So if you're tuning in live, let me know, where are you listening from today? How was your morning or evening? I'm in Florida and it's sunny. And this is not perfect. It's not perfect. Life's not perfect. There's no script for life. So when I started with PalFish, I was really just doing it as a side gig, like to fill in the extra space, because I was already teaching somewhere else and I really like teaching. Don't get me wrong, I like teaching. Oh, thanks, Darcy. So I really like teaching and I knew I wanted to do it. I just had a couple of empty spaces at my other company. So someone told me about PalFish. You teach online to students in China. You teach them English. The material's already prepared. You don't need a bachelor's degree. Guess what? I'm not perfect. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I don't know if I officially said that anywhere before. So I don't have a bachelor's degree, but I did happen to get my TESOL through my other company before it was ever required by the Chinese government. So I already had my TESOL. I decided to do that myself to educate myself, improve. So I did that. So I was ready. I just needed to fill everything out. With PalFish, you do need to do an online interview, which is not an interview. So you pretend you're teaching a student to an empty classroom. You show how you can use everything in the app. So it's an app. It needs to be on a tablet or a phone. Android or Apple is fine, not on a laptop. So I scheduled my interview. I watched some YouTube videos. Be honest, this is the honest, not perfect version of what really happened. I didn't prepare. I had like 1 hour, I think. And I just did it. So I wouldn't suggest that you don't prepare. Okay, 1 hour. But I was already teaching. So, that's a little bit different. So if you've never done it before, definitely it's good to prepare. So I went into the classroom the wrong way, had to turn it the right way. And my previous company counts in minutes and seconds, tells you how long you've been teaching for on the screen, so you knew how long you've been teaching for. And I wasn't used to PalFish only counting in one whole minutes, like in whole minutes. So when I saw that it hadn't progressed past it, I didn't even think it got to 1. So during my first 1 minute, I left the classroom because I thought it wasn't recording. And, thinking back, it was probably a train wreck, but I recovered. It's not the same trial that we do that's the current one. So I did my interview. It was a Friday. It was like midnight Beijing time. So for me, it was like 11 or 12 my time. And because I did that on a weekend, like the end of the week, I had to wait until Monday, Beijing time, for them to look at my interview. And I don't even remember what feedback I got, to be honest. It looks like everybody gets a lovely checklist now with what you did well and what you could work on, but I didn't remember seeing that. I was trying to scroll back through all my messages, because I did my interview December 2018. Yeah, December 2018. So it's like 18 months? My brain's too tired for that. So yeah, 18 months. And I only saw something that just had like the end of some words that I needed to work on my timing. So I don't remember what I did. So to be honest, it was a bit of a change in pace from the other company that was a lot more about conversation. So all the material is prepared already for you. So that's good. Which the other company was as well. But this was, I learned more about how PalFish does things so well. It's so well set up. I love it. So the classes are already prepared. There's games, there's songs, there's face filters you can use. Some kids like them and some don't. Sometimes you remember to use them and sometimes you don't, with your regulars, of course. But if you're in a trial, it is good to show all the wares of the PalFish app for the parents and students so they know what to expect. So I'm teaching in an RV, fifth wheel trailer. This is my slide out. It slides out the side if you don't know what that is. So I kind of teach in a little small space here. So if it sounds a little boxy, like I'm in a box, that's probably why. Thank you everyone for joining me today and listening to my story about PalFish. So a lot of people have said, there's so many teachers, I'm not getting classes, and what's going on? Is it worth being here? So I felt exactly the same way. Okay, I'll come back to questions. I just wanted to tell you I'll tell you my mini story. I felt the same way, like, oh, there's so many teachers, I'm not getting any classes. So you do receive trials when you first start. PalFish are very generous and they give you trials at least for the first 2 days or week or two, okay? But then it's really up to you to catch the attention of either teachers or students or the sales team. So the sales team are the ones who assign you the trials, and it's up to you to just teach your heart out. And the students aren't always going to buy a package. That's not the be all and end all. If you're a good teacher, that's great, but it doesn't always mean that the student is going to buy. And if they don't buy, a course package with PalFish, it doesn't mean you're not a good teacher. It just might mean they don't have any money. They might not have money now. They might be trying it out for later. I had a student purchase a package months later. I did start off on a running foot, I guess, in one way, because I did actually, I taught a trial on the second day, I think, and they actually purchased a package. But to be honest, they would have purchased it with anybody. She was a cute little 3-year-old student, my first regular student, but because she was only 3, the parents didn't think she was old enough, and she did do 5 classes, but it didn't continue. So I didn't then have a regular. It's just back to trials. But then I got to, 0. I got to 0. Did you get to 0? Are you at 0 right now? So I wanted to share with you what I did. So PalFish, okay, is an app. Okay, there's the teacher app. You can have a look at my YouTube video. I'll put a link on YouTube. I can't remember which side it is. I have other training videos about all the different things that PalFish give you. So PalFish is an app where you teach. So you log into your teacher app and you teach the kids. Then they have a reading app. So you can read books. So the students can hear your voice. You can listen to the students reading their books. You can make groups. You can spend time there. Some people are successful in finding students there. I was not. I didn't. But in the PalFish reading app, they also have a moments section. Now in the teacher app, sorry, I'm all over the place here, but I'm going to point up here. I can't remember which side it is. So moments. I've done a video about moments, and on the PalFish teacher app, you can post moments, kind of like on Instagram or Facebook, you post a post and students can see it, teachers can see it, people can like it, people can comment on it. It can be voice, pictures, or video. To me, if you look at my Instagram recently, I did a post about video. To me is the #1 way to catch the attention of kids. Kids like to watch TV. They like to play computer games. If you gave them a book or a TV and they were to make a choice, sorry, they're all going to choose a screen because that's just the age that we live in. So my #1 tip is video. Short video to show you. Okay, I'm here on YouTube. I'm showing you me. This is me. This is YouTube. This is me. So I'm showing you my teaching style. This is not perfect today because I'm really nervous because I wanted to share this with you, and if I waited until I made it perfect, it would never happen. So I'm just doing it. So I can thank Sunny Lenarduzzi. She did a video, I don't know, last year about her hair wasn't perfect, and she decided it doesn't have to be perfect and straight and awesome. Like, I have wavy hair, so this is me. This is some of my wavy hair, and if you wait for perfect, it's not going to happen. So anyway, getting past that, I've put aside my need for perfection today because I want to give you the information that can help you now. So I had trials. I got to 0. I was messaging my mentor. Oh, okay, thank you. I was messaging my mentor for help. I was feeling like I was wasting my time because of these non-paid hours. Okay, you post moments, you record books, but okay, you have to think about this as your business. This is your business. You are teaching online. This is your business. PalFish allow you to use their platform and their tools. All right, so any company you go and teach with, if they provide you with the tools, they give you the platform and the tools. They pay you for your time spent there. PalFish not only give you a classroom and a pool of students, they give you free marketing tools. If you were to open your own shop, a coffee shop or hairdressing shop or whatever shop, you'd have to do advertising and you'd have to pay for it. So PalFish aren't charging us to advertise. They give you the tools. So moments, you need to know when to do them and how to do them. So what did you say? Left side? Right side. This video is a video about some of these tools. So you need to learn how to use them and when to use them and what works for you. So there's a balance in everything. So I learned that you can you can post moments on the PalFish Teacher app, but you can also post moments in the Kids Reading app. If you go in, I don't have it in front of me now, down the left side, and there's a little carousel. You see a carousel, and it's called the Grow Up section. Now, for a time there, you couldn't post videos in there. Left side. Okay, thank you. One of these sides. Thanks, Helene. For a time there, teachers couldn't post because it's for the students, for them to post their homework videos or practicing their English, right? So it was reopened. I didn't even know about it. Someone else told me about it. So in the beginning, I started to post some videos there based on advice from one of the mentors, US Angel. She has, if you're in PalFish, if you need the link, let me know. But she has a live that she did training on how to make yourself available and how to find students. So that was one of the things that I did. And I like bugs. Okay, I like insects and ladybugs and little crawly things. Not spiders. Don't like spiders. So I happened to post a video about ladybugs, and I guess a student there likes ladybugs. Okay. Double point out a smiley face on the other side. Thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. So in the beginning, okay, I keep saying that. I got down to 0. I had some free talk classes. I started doing free talk. So here we go. One of these. I can't figure it out. I'll do it better next time. This is the not perfect version, okay? So I did free talk. So I got to the point where I said, this isn't working, and I quit. I actually set my quit date. It's in my calendar. I could go find it. It was April last year, which was hilarious and so ironic because I attended a teacher live, and thank you all the teachers who helped me. That was an awesome meetup. A live. We did a meetup, a teacher meetup, and I met with, I don't know, I think it was 5 or so other teachers, and I already knew when I attended it that I would be quitting. I'd already set my quit date. I was going to leave. I was done. I didn't want to be here anymore. So I attended the teacher meetup, and one of the teachers did t-shirts, and they made, not this one, but they made my lovely little logo with my name on it, and it was really cool. And I got to chatting with the other teachers, but I'd already decided I was leaving. Well, do you know what happened the very next day? I got a message from a head teacher. Now, a head teacher in PalFish land is a class admin. So other companies might call it something different. And a head teacher, a class admin, sent me a message to say a student wanted classes with me twice a week. I was like, why? Why did they want me? And I didn't know straight away why, but it turns out he's 4. He was 4 when we started. He might be 5 now, I forget. So 1 year and 1 month ago, I got a cute little student. He was a boy, and he likes ladybugs. So you have to do videos that you like. You have to do videos that you're passionate about, that you're excited to share, because then the students come to see you based on your video. So I got my first regular. Now that head teacher, I guess she watched some of my classes and she liked what she saw. Hey, Lena. So she actually sent me about 5 or 6 other students. And then from there, okay, if you look up Reese James on YouTube, RHYS, Reese James, PalFish, he's a mentor as well. He was my mentor. He's the one who I was asking questions for. So he has a video called The Snowball Effect, and that's what it was. You just need one student to get that ball rolling, and it just keeps going from there. So I ended up with, I think I was, the first referral from a student was, I think it was his cousin. So I started teaching his cousin, and then I was teaching a different, I think, I don't know, just rolling forward from here, another head teacher contacted me and sent me some students too. So then I was teaching 2 sisters, 12, one's 12 and one's 4. Then I was teaching a friend from school, and then the parents messaged me, oh, I mentioned to my colleague at work. So it just snowballed from there. So in the beginning, I just had like the peak times filled, and then I started to get outside of peak time bookings. So pretty ironic, right? That I was going to quit, and then I get this cute little student. I'm going to look at some of my notes. Oh, here they are over here. Some of my notes, because I wanted to give you the best advice. So the best advice is marketing. PalFish is all about marketing. They give you the free tools to use. You can look on my YouTube channel. I have the top 4 ways to find students. It's in a playlist. You can have a look at that. And so you've got Moments, the reading app. Free Talk is one of them. That's optional. Free Talk is optional. You just don't earn much money when people don't know you. Until you build up a following, and then you may be able to charge more from that. So I enjoyed Free Talk from the perspective that I was learning to use the platform, I was earning hours, and I didn't look at it as earning money. It was just a little bit of change, because I did put my rate really low with the intention of taking advantage of the free tools that PalFish give you and making the best use of my time. So while I wasn't fully booked with PalFish, I used like the later hours in the Beijing time evening to do Free Talk. Right. So again, this is not perfect. Thank you for sticking with me. If you have questions, I will come back to them. So PalFish was only going to be a side gig for me to fill in the gaps. But after a year, I had decided that I really liked it, and I actually closed out my other company. So what I did was I slowly made my way across. So I say I juggled 2 companies, and some people juggle 2, 3, and 4 companies. Hats off to you. That's not me. You have to work out what works for you. I'm quite happy to not be juggling. I just want to put on the same shirt, leave the background, and I do have in my story highlights on Instagram, I do have how I used to switch between companies. So I used to wear a layering system of shirts. It's faster to take off a shirt than put on. I had like a flip system for my logo. I didn't use this background at that time. This was given to me by another teacher at another teacher meetup that I arranged last year. So I did juggle 2 companies for a while, but I decided that wasn't for me. So what I did was, once I got that cutesy little regular student that really liked the ladybugs, I started opening more hours here at PalFish in those peak times, because I knew that those would get booked first. And I had people messaging me and asking, when will you have more time? When will you have more time? I said, because my other company used to book 2 months out. So I was committed for 2 months. So I couldn't really make a lot of changes. And just as I had cancellations, I would open up at PalFish. So in the end, I moved all of my peak times to PalFish, and I just kept the later time slots with the other company. And the other company, by the way, if people are asking, they're not hiring right now. I think they're winding down because they do classes in class in China. So the foreign teacher is just a side gig for them. So you can send me a message. I'll give you their name, but that's not what this video is about. So I like how PalFish classes are laid out once I learned the rhythm. And when you switch from trials to regular classes, they're a little different because it's not just a trial. But I love it because you get to have that connection with students. You get to really get to know them. I just had that little boy today. Today's Wednesday, who likes the ladybugs. I just had him today, and he's amazing. He's so cute. So, you know, I'm thankful that I have regulars. And how do you get regulars? So when you're in class, I think 2 things probably are the best advice I can give is you need to have enough sleep to focus and concentrate properly. And then you need to prepare, which I didn't do for my interview, but you need to prepare. If you're not familiar with the material, you don't know how to adjust it to the student. Okay, sometimes, sure, I did things on the fly in the beginning. I know a lot of the classes now, and I can look at it and it takes me like 1 minute because I've already taught those classes quite a few times. But in the beginning, I would go through every slide. So you have a 25-minute class and you probably average 25 slides. So that's including hello and goodbye. Some of them are a little bit more, some of them are a little bit less, but all the classes are 25 minutes and roughly 25 slides. So at the bottom of the slide, you have what's called TG, Teacher Guidance, or the Teacher Guide. There are now some videos that can help you with a little bit extra information. And if you're familiar with the material, you know how to adapt it to the student. And I think the more comfortable you feel, the more relaxed you are, and the more fun you can have. You actually, you're focused on building a connection with the student rather than, oh my goodness, what's the next slide? And you're freaking out about your timing. And look, I've been doing this for over 2 years, 2.5, almost 2 3/4 years now. I started teaching online August 2017. Oh wow, it's nearly 3 years. Oh, this is so exciting. So maybe by the time I get to 3 years, I'll do an actual not perfect video about my experience. But I think once you are comfortable and familiar with the material, that's when you can really actually put on your best show. Now I say a show, and I've mentioned this somewhere before, and I don't know if someone coined this phrase. I don't know who to give credit to. We are educators. We are entertainers. We are edutainers. So I think it's not the same as being in a classroom with English kids who speak your language and can see you in person. They can give you a hug. They know what you're saying. They know every little word that you're saying. When you're teaching to children on the other side of the world who you don't know and you don't speak their language, like I've picked up a few words here and there, they're so excited when you use a couple of words. And I'm not saying to use it as a way to complete classes, that's not what I mean, but hello and goodbye, at least you're showing that you're interested in a little bit about their language, that you're making an effort. But yes, it is English immersion, so it's mainly about English. Totally lost what I was going to say there. When you're comfortable, you will find that connection. You will have fun. You will put on your best show because you are an edutainer. You have to learn to be an edutainer and pick up corrections that you need to deliver. Now, in 25 minutes, you don't get time to correct and perfect everything. You don't. You have time to maybe focus on one word But you say, well, great trying, we will continue with that next time. And even if you're not the teacher that they'll see next time, I have students who I only see once a week, and they might see another teacher once or twice a week because I just do Monday to Friday. And in the beginning, sorry, getting back to that, in the beginning, I did do a little bit on the weekends. When I first started with my other company, I did 7 mornings. I did Friday and Saturday night because I was on EST time. And I was getting burnt out. I actually took off pretty quickly with the other company and was fully booked. I would say 98%. I didn't have percentages. And I really enjoyed it. And I thought, wow, in the first month, I thought, if this is what I can do with this time and not have to leave home and earn some money, it was amazing. So you need to learn how to come to life on a flat screen. And I think one of the ways to practice that too is when you do those little video moments. So there's another video about that, video moments. You can have a look at that on YouTube replay. So if you are watching the replay, let me know. What have you learned from this so far? What did you find that you feel the same way? Ugh, not perfect. This is all coming out, not perfect. Okay, so I probably took 2 months, 3 months to get the peak times filled when I decided I was going to stay. But I did in the beginning, like I said, not a perfect video. I did not open consistent times. So I think once you start those consistent times, then students can book with you on a consistent basis. Oh, thanks, Lena. You're so kind. I know, I feel like, and I put this on my Instagram yesterday. I look at a camera and I don't know what to say. And yes, I do have some notes, so I'm not just winging it this time. I did start journaling like every single thing about every single number, about everything, but that's not really what you want. I think what would be the most helpful is people ask me questions all the time about how to do things better. I have so much advice to give. So if you're on PalFish, I have a teacher group if you wanted to join, and I do try to drop in training within our group just to share something little that I've done in the past, and you might want to try it out and let the group know how it worked for you, or something that you've done that's worked well for you, and we like to share there, and it's a positive group. Kristy's Crew of Encouragement, because we try to keep it encouraging and positive. And I feel like it's almost like a rite of passage that in the beginning you have to show that you're here to stay. Oh, very good. That's awesome, Diva. See, Diva and I have been working together. We're uploading our not perfect video moments. And some of mine, people might say to me, oh, you're so good at it. You make it look so easy. You didn't see behind the scenes. Some of those took like 10 takes. Some of them come out okay on the first or second, but most of the time, in the beginning, when I would finish teaching and I'm in my classroom, I'm dressed, I'm camera ready. Do those video moments. Grab your flashcards and make a 1 minute or less video explaining something or having fun about something, or grab your props. Do you like apples or oranges? Or do you like bananas, like the monkey? Just make a cute, funny video. It could be educational. It could be fun. It could be about you. It could be about class. So I had a recent Instagram post about my ideas of tick points, checklist of what makes a good video moment. So have a look at that if you'd like some ideas. So then, where are we up to? I sing in class all the time, by the way. Hello, how are you? So I just have become comfortable with being on camera, and I think that's something that you learn. You look at yourself in the camera, and sorry, I'm looking at myself. I'm doing that bad thing where I'm looking over here instead of over here. Thanks, Lena. I try to help. I try to help with training. So, what else about PalFish? So, PalFish give us free tools to use. So use them. Moments, yes, you might post a picture and think it didn't do anything. Why did I bother? What's the purpose? Well, sometimes students see them and they like them in their mind. They don't know that they need to press the like button. They don't know how to send you a message. If you post a moment that's asking a question, I do sometimes put it in Chinese. I might get one response from a student, but it doesn't mean they're not seeing it. But here's a tip. Don't post it in the middle of the night, Beijing time. They're asleep. If you look at Instagram, are you going to see a post from 12 hours ago? You would be scrolling forever and you wouldn't find it. You can't search on PalFish by word. You can't do a word search. It doesn't work like that. So my advice is to post in the peak times. Just a little bit outside, in the middle, the other side, but those are the best times. The weekends, of course, anytime on the weekends, Beijing time. Yes, PalFish have filters in class. So you can put on a cat, or you can put on a dog, or put on a hat. Be hilarious. The kids love it. Yes, we only teach children one-on-one with PalFish. They are ages 3 to 12. I don't have any 3-year-olds. Oh, no, I take that back. I do. I have recently got a 3-year-old. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. So 3 to 12, and I have a 12-year-old. And I think 12-year-olds kind of listed 3 to 12, but there might be students who are older that are still on the platform. So yes, one-on-one, the materials provided. And so peak times are your best times to be posting. All right, I'm going to bring up some of my notes because I have so many things to share. So, and I see people complaining in chats, not in my group. In other groups, I see people complaining, oh, I'm not getting any classes. It's so quiet. There's too many teachers. Well, guess what? I've been here a year and a half. And people were complaining about that when I started, December 2018. And how many people are in China? Okay, what's the population of China? Yes, you need to get your TESOL first before you can apply. Sorry, I'll come back to the questions. Yes, you need to do some work. Just like if you had your own business, you can do advertising where you feel it's appropriate. So, sorry, getting back to population in China. How many people are in China? How many kids are in China? There are enough students to go around. Crunch the numbers. I don't know. Google it. I did it one time. Another teacher shared with me. And I said, yeah, that's totally true. Have filters. Yes, I like filters on here, but there's no filter up here on YouTube. So you have to do some work. They don't just hand you classes. They want you to be doing the work. So you have the moments, you have lives. When people complain, I look at their profile and maybe their profile picture is like not clear, or they've got them and someone else in the picture, and filters are cutesy, but that's not you. You need to have a picture of you. It doesn't have to be in your classroom, but I would suggest that. Then I look at their profile and they have maybe one moment a day. And that's a great routine to have one moment a day. But if you're only posting pictures, okay, if you ate porridge for breakfast, lunch and dinner every day of your life, it'd get a little bit boring, right? So you have to mix it up. You have to use all of the options available to you. Video, audio, pictures. Okay, I don't post a lot of pictures anymore because I don't have to do a lot of marketing. In the beginning, I did tons of marketing. Okay, I did. Go back and have a look at my profile. You're welcome. Scroll back. Leave me a comment. Let me know you were there. Give me a thumbs up here if this is resonating with you. Is this helpful? Will this help you? Have you learnt something? Let me know. Give me some hearts down here on Instagram. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. so I wanted to share with you, I don't want to go too long because I could talk forever. So let's get back to business. So you need to do those marketing things in peak times. I suggest video. If you're in your teaching classroom, do a video. Do 5 videos right now at the end of classes. Do 5 videos and you're set for a week, or if you want to do one every second day. Some people suggest that they did, if you look at mentor Melissa Ann, she did a live about moments, and she's on Asia time. So she was doing like 11, 12 a day. I don't have time to do that. I'm asleep when China's awake. So you have to do what works for you. You have to do what you can do with the time available to you. And just another, another point, I never, ever, ever did overnight classes. That's my choice. I chose not to do that. I like to sleep. Sorry. I'm not giving my sleep away to anybody. So you have to get enough sleep or you're not teaching well. You might teach okay. The students don't know you could teach better. You do. Oh, I'm so glad, Darcy. I'm glad I'm helping with some information. But I have a lot of training videos. Go and have a look if there's something you need to know. So the one thing I do like about videos is you can see how many times it's been viewed. Just like on Instagram, I think you can see how many times a video has been viewed, but you don't know how many people have seen a picture. Audio is good to mix it up, and then when you record books on the reading app, that will post over to your teacher wall, your moments on your teacher app. So, but I have more videos about the reading app. I have videos about free talk. I have videos about posting a video on the reading app. I posted one and it went, well, I'll say viral. For my numbers, it did. It had like over 9,000 views in like a few days. I'd never had that before, but and that doesn't always happen. It doesn't always get picked up or featured. They might approve it, but it doesn't go anywhere. I did another one recently. Nothing happened. Like, okay, that's fine. So in the beginning, you do have to put in some unpaid work, some time, learn from those who are successful, ask questions. I asked questions. I watched training videos. I attended training. I tried out things and realized they were a waste of time, or I found something that I could do better. So you need to use the tools that have been given to you for free. It's for free. So use those. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so yeah, just like if you had your own business, you need to do marketing, and they give it to us for free. Okay, let me have a look at my notes and see. La 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 la. I asked my mentor for advice, and he said, how many classes do you have open? I don't know, like the minimum of 7 a week. Well, that's not going to be very popular. So you need to do more than that. So the minimum that you can have open, it's 7 a week. And if I'm traveling in the beginning, sometimes I would do that. Or if you need to take time off, you can take up to 2 months off without being removed from the program, and you can message your admin to let them know. So that's cool. But you need to be available and in the peak times if possible. I'm not here to talk about points and pay today. This is just about the timing that I had for everything. So let me know if this has helped you so far. Let me know in the comments here up on YouTube, if you're watching the replay, what did you learn? Can you tell me something specific, or can you send me a message on PalFish and let me know so I know that it's helped you? Okay. All right, let's go back through questions. All right. Thank you for sticking with me, everybody. I appreciate it. So let's look at questions. It takes a while. It really does. And, other people that are here, thank you for joining me. Other people that are here will tell you it takes time. What was that? Okay, I'm reading questions now. Where did run come from? Up above. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry, I'll come back to that one. Hi everyone. Hi Larissa. Do you use a hotspot when you teach in the RV? So if I'm stationary, I use Wi-Fi if I have it available, because I prefer to teach here on my iPad. This is my Android phone. So I have Apple iPad and Android phone. If we're traveling, I have used my phone's hotspot to my iPad, but sometimes I just go with my phone because that's convenient, or if I'm in a hurry. I did get extra, like I have, is it 5? I think I have 5 gig hotspot on my phone. But to be honest, I don't use it. I prefer to use Wi-Fi if possible. But if ever I lose Wi-Fi, I can just switch over. Yeah, Helene, you're the same as me, right? You've got to do the work. You have to put in the work and be patient. Exactly. Thank you. Thanks, Helene. The other, okay. And let me see if there's any other questions. Type of questions. I'm reading the questions. Thank you for telling me I'm doing a great job sharing my journey. Yes, we teach children. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about classroom moments? Okay, I take screenshots when I'm in class. Sometimes I take screenshots because I want to come back to a point, in my feedback. Because the video replays don't load straight away. I think they take like up to 6 hours for a video replay to like show up. So I'll take a screenshot. I don't know if I posted that video yet. You can do a one-tap screenshot on the iPad or iPhone. I'll be posting that soon. So yeah, sometimes I post, if you look at my Instagram, I do. But yes, cover the child's face. You must cover the child's face. What are my thoughts? So do you mean that you post those moments elsewhere or in PalFish themselves? I don't post like video replays of my classes on PalFish. I've never done that, and I've seen some people do that. I just never thought of doing that. That's probably a cool way of doing it if it's just a snippet. I don't suggest long videos because the internet can be slow, and if it takes too long to load, this is going to click out. If you're on your phone and something takes too long to load, we're all in a hurry. We don't have time to be waiting. So yes, cover the child's face. I did post one recently on PalFish because it was a song that I wanted other teachers to help me out with. So, la 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 la, thank you for being here. And yes, I agree with you, Darcy. It does seem overwhelming when you first start with PalFish. And on another one of my YouTube videos about setting up your profile, it's a comprehensive app. Okay, so there's more than one thing you can do in there. Oh, the other thing is live stream classes on PalFish. So I have I have 3 videos on that. I don't know, is it this side or this side? You can watch I did a video tutorial. I screen recorded when I set one up. Then I screen recorded when I did one. And previous to that, I had done like a live like this on PalFish talking about it. And I showed a little bit on the screen. But then I realized, someone said to me, but that doesn't show me a lot of the stuff. So that's when I decided to set that up. So yes, it may seem overwhelming, but once you understand it all, it's totally fine. It's, oh, what did I just do? So I think if you take baby steps, and also in the training section on PalFish, they have like a checklist of things that you can do and make a plan. Okay, if you have a business, you need to have a business plan. You need to plan. You can't just wing it and expect to get the results. You will get the results. Okay, if you tried to make a cake and you're just like, oh, throw this in, throw that in, throw that in, it's not going to work out. It might cook, it might bake. Will it rise? One time I was making, what was that? Cupcakes, and I forgot to put in the rising agent. Oh, my son called them rock cakes. Oh, by the way, I'm a mum. I don't know if all of you knew that. So I'm over 40. That's all I'll say. So no, I'm not all about the whole TikTok thing, and someone else said that yesterday. I've heard of it. I haven't used it. So I do like making videos. They're fun and creative. I'm not very creative as far as drawing and things like that. I'm not very artsy, but I do like the videos. I've learned to do better at them. So no, you don't need a degree. You just need a Tesla. How much would you say a ring light is needed? So if my lighting looks okay here, I mean, I've got a filter on here, but I have this one, I have a ring light here, I have a ring light here. I did get a big ring light at one stage, but the stand didn't work out very well. So I hope this sound is okay. These are new. You can tell I just got them out of the box. So I hope this sound is okay. But I didn't have a ring light to start with. And if you look back on my Instagram, I think I posted one time an old picture of when I first started, and I just had a light above me. It was terrible. It looks like I have a mustache. So you need to have light in front of you. And even if you only have one, try to have it directly in front of you so you have good lighting. But if you can have two, try and have two. I just have these ones. These ones. I don't know, they're like $20 on eBay or Amazon. They have the controls. Oh, this one's old. It broke. So you've got up, down, and it's got 3 different lights. You've got white, yellow, and then together. And you can go up and down. They are USB plug. So what I do is when I travel, and I've got another YouTube video about this. It was just a quick video about when I travel. So I take a block. I don't have it here now. It's in my travel bag. I have a triple block. Oh, here, a triple USB block that I use. So that's probably the only drawback if you're not set up. But if you go to Walmart and get, it's also on my video, the travel video about my extension cord that has 3 plugs at the end. So no, you don't have to have a ring light, but I found it helpful. I sent the word, okay, accidentally, okay. Would you be able to link the ring light from Amazon? Okay, so I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I always forget. There's so much. Right, so hi, I'm Teacher Kristy from PalFish. I'm Kristy from teacherkristy.com. Okay, let's go like this. Okay, Teacher Kristy, excuse me, tiger. teacherkristy.com. I have a free website. You can go and have a look. I have so many resources on there. There are extra information. There are extra secret pages for my referrals that I have extra information. But if you log in and go to the front page and it's got the classroom setup page, and that has the link for the ring light. It might have even been from eBay. No, it was Amazon. Yeah, I think I've actually got it from both places because I've actually bought 3. So this one broke. So when I first was teaching, I was teaching on a phone. You can't see it. It doesn't reach. Okay. So it has like the clip. It's the ring light and the phone clip. So it would just like clip it. And it was amazing. Look, I keep a hat for classes too, right here. Okay, so this is non-perfect Teacher Kristy. One of the kids told me this is a farmer hat. I like to laugh with the kids. Okay, I didn't always laugh with the kids because I was so nervous. When you're new, you're nervous. You're learning the ropes, but once you get comfortable, you need to prepare and then you'll feel more comfortable. And then you can have more fun. Have fun. I'm like, I can't believe how much I laugh in classes now with the kids. They are so funny. When you can have that little banter with them, it's hilarious. I'm glad you liked the video about traveling. Great. Awesome. Okay, I probably didn't cover everything here. I can't remember everything. Maybe I will do another one in the future with exactly all the numbers. Somebody else said, yes, please, I want all the details. And I do want to give them to you, but I wanted to tell you about my journey here. So you need to do the marketing, free tools. You need to keep it fresh and mix it up. You have to be you. You have to be available. I don't know. So much in my head that I want to just share with you all. So I share little bits in my group, Teacher Kristy. No, that's teacherkristy.com. teacherkristy.com on my website. There's information. And in PalFish, Kristy's Crew, you can go to my profile, Teacher Kristy W. Is this W? This one, Teacher Kristy W. And if you'd like to send me a message to join my group where we share training and information there, let me know. So is there any last questions? If not, I'm going to go. I've rambled on for long enough. Thank you for sticking with me today, listening. If you're on the replay, let me know if this was helpful. Please remember to hit subscribe and the bell to be notified of the next video so you don't miss out on when I give you the perfect video. Well, it still won't be perfect, but it'll be a lot more information with numbers. And yes, I am here on Instagram. I'm here on YouTube. You can send me a message on either of them, and teacherkristy.com. So let me know. Thank you for being here today, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.